SCP-102, Object Class Euclid, Special Containment Procedures. SCP-102 is currently in the possession of Marshall Carter and Dark Ltd. because ownership appears to be binding. Fee-based logistics legalistic agreement independent of eminent domain. SCP-102 cannot be transferred to Foundation control in the foreseeable future. Description: SCP-102 is a pair of standalone condominium-style beach houses located at Redacted, currently owned by Marshall Carter and Dark Ltd. Through the use of dummy corporation known as Gasoline Housing Accommodations. Rented to MC&D members as a vacation home for those with discerning taste of the ascetic adventures of privileged life. The two share similar properties, although data expunged. SCP-102-1 is the house to the left, number redacted. A person whose name is not yet on the list for SCP-102-1 enters the house. Its interior appears as that is a crumbling, empty house. The prone bone of the currently leased holder just inside the doorway. The house is occupied. Forensic tests on materials removed within the house show it has been abandoned since the mid to late 70s. All photographs taken within SCP-102-1 corroborate this. Regardless of the lease status of the photographer, however, when the leaseholder of the house enters via the front door, they find themselves in a fairly normal and well-kept condominium, decorated with a natural nautical theme. Often they report the sensation of dizziness upon entering, which fades within a few seconds. The leaseholder of SCP-102-1 exits the building. They become what is, of all intents and purposes, an incorporeal spiritual manifestations capable of willful invisibility and moving through solid objects unimpeded. They enter and remain in the state each time they leave the house for a duration of the lease. At the conclusion of their lease, or at any time they willingly break the terms in lease, they fail briefly unconscious and awaken on the floor in front of the entrance of SCP-102-1, which appears to them as it does to any non-lease owners. No bodies have been observed being removed from the house prematurely. SCP-102-2 is the house on the right, number redacted. At first glance, the effect of SCP-102-2 is identical to SCP-102-1, however, data expunged. Advanced decay followed by data expunged. Leaseholders of SCP-102-2 who do not exit the building promptly at this cessation of their contract will be declared missing or presumed dead 30 days following the end of their lease. Leaseholders who do not exit the buildings are to be administered a regime steroid-based enhancers to encounter the redacted ETORD constantly for signs of psychological aberration. Addendum. All information in this report is unverified, though details are consistent with multiple sources. The content of this report is taken from Infused D-Class personnel numbers 107-0869, death sentence, rape, murder. 103-3654, life without parole, aggravated sexual assault of a minor, and 337-0633, death sentence, data redacted. All of whom were frequently tenants of SCP-102-1 prior to the incarceration. It is theorized that D-1033-654 made use of SCP-102-1's effect to commit data expunge. See the interview logs 102-123 for full transcripts, which appear to be unavailable.